Well, hey there everyone, and welcome back to Minish Mondays here on Nostalgia Gaming Retro, where we are in the midst of our celebrations for Zelda Month 2021. And yeah, we are going to try and get to Mount Canal on this episode. We're going to try and get to Mount Canal, which is kind of like, it should be called, I think, Death Mountain in all fairness. But for some reason, it's just called Mount Canal on this one. Unless it's a different mountain. I don't know. I've never heard of it before. But at least in the history of Zelda. But before we go, we've got a number of things we have to do, and one of those is to train with this dude. Otherwise, we can't leave the town because, well, I've saved you guys some time, but there are guards blocking the different exits above. It's kind of like Majora's Mask. Where, you know, you can only really go past the guards when you do a certain thing or show them a certain mask or technique. I can't remember, but you get the idea. So in order to get to Mount Canal, or at least on the route to Mount Canal, we need to first learn a skill that this dude's going to teach us. And now that I remember, there's a few of these skills that you need to learn in the game. I think there's 8 in total. I want to say 8. You don't need to learn every one of them, but you will need to learn a few to progress. In fact, you need to do a lot to progress in this game, as you'll soon see. It isn't all just about getting through the dungeons. There's probably more of the game made up with all these side quests, such as like kinstone pieces and stuff, collecting all those and doing whatever to get those kinstone pieces. But yeah, this is a game that can be completed in about 15 hours at best, and most of that is because of the kinstone pieces and things like this. But fear not, we will try our best to get through at least to Mount Canal on this episode. I'd like to get to Mount Canal. Even if we don't do the second dungeon, we can always leave that for episode 4. But we'll do whatever we can. Anyway, yep, we have just learned ourselves a new skill, which I thought we already had. I don't think I even attempted to use it in the last episode, so I thought, you know, it was just one of those things that every Link kind of knew going in, but I guess not. The spin attack, the famous spin attack. Okay, so there we go, we've learned one new technique, and there will be a lot more of those, as I say, going forward, from different masters, from different Switchblade masters, as they're called. It's not always this guy, but I think you have to come back to this one a few times. Anyway, yeah, let's get on with the rest of it. I'm not going to clear that. I've kind of had a look at what was under there already. I did like a test run at this. I didn't do very much. But yeah, there's nothing in there. There's nothing under that mess. You do get like one of those chimes, you know, when you complete a task in Zelda. Oh, look at the postman just gave up and jumped over the pair of us. That's some skills there. Wish it could be me, because we really need to learn how to jump over certain areas. It'd be really handy. But yeah, we're not going to be able to do that for some time. So yeah, this guy obviously wanted to prove, or for us to prove, that we could spin our sword around just to get through. Yeah, okay, well, whatever. Right. I did, as I say, I did do a little bit of this just to try and get some testing done for like audio purposes on the video and stuff, because I've had a few issues with that recently. But luckily, it was like a small refresher as to what to do. I haven't looked at any videos on any other channels recently to kind of get an idea, which is what sometimes I usually do. You know, for like ideas where I have to go next and whatnot. But yeah, so I kind of know what we're going to be doing a little bit, but not all. I think this is roughly where I got to before I decided to reset anyway. I'm hoping the audio will be good here because I have done a little test and it did seem to be working for me a little bit. Fingers crossed. Anyway, yeah, we've got a bottle now. We've got one bottle, and we're gonna have to head back to the town. Believe it or not, at least I think we do, because I was starting to do a little side quest thingy, and I'm not sure if it actually does anything, because I never gave myself the chance to find out, but we will now see if it does do something. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a sec. Yeah, thank you, Ezlo. There is a few fishy things here, in fact all over the town, all over the map actually. You'll notice that the shelf has a few masks on it, and what looks like a little staircase next to it. Of course, you might know this already, we can turn to the size of an ant in this game, so yeah, you can probably figure out what that is going to be all about later on. But yeah, here is the mayor of the town. Doesn't really give us anything, but he is looking for a kinstone piece, which, incidentally, there is one down here. I don't know if it is the one he's looking for, but it would kind of make sense if it was, since it is the only one that we have for now. And trust me, there's going to be a hell of a lot more where that came from. Well, let's test it out. So, yeah, of course we want to fuse. Oh, look at that. It happens to be the right one. So what does this do then? Let's see. Let's find out what happens here. Okay, I think that might be the ranch. I want to say the ranch. Yeah, Lon Ranch. And for those of you that have played Ocarina of Time, you will recognise that area. Although it does look very different. Of course it's going to look different. This is a top-down Zelda game. Yeah, everybody wants a kinstone piece these days. Yay! Finally, I got water. I don't know if it's the right water we're going to be needing, but it's water. And we're going to have to look after it. And try and not spend it. Spend it? I don't think you can spend water. Is that even a thing? But yeah, we've only got one bottle, so let's try not use it. And get back to where we need to go. Yeah, I know it's taking some time, but we'll get there, you know. Rolling around at the speed of sound. Ah, finally. Okay, Mount Canal. Here we go then. It's doing something. So yeah, the clue that I received earlier was from the Deku Scrub inside that bombable wall there. But yeah, I'm not going to be spending any bombs because, well, we don't really need to. But that's what he told me. So the benefits of having a practice run at this before starting, I guess. Here we are, Mount Canal, and doesn't it look a lot like Death Mountain? Whoa! Yeah, and I can't climb yet, apparently. Don't know why we can't climb, but there is another way to go. Let's see what's in here then. Oh, I was kind of hoping it was going to be a fairy fountain, to be honest. Yeah, we can just forget about that. We don't really need to read that all the time. But yeah, we've got ourselves a fairy, which we're planning to keep, hopefully. And some rupees. Yeah, I think this is the only handheld Zelda, or at least it, well, maybe not now, but at the time, this was the only handheld Zelda that you could catch fairies in. Other than, obviously, things like the Game Boy Advance port for A Link to the Past. This was the one you could catch fairies in bottles. Because, I want to say, A Link... No, not A Link to the Past. Link's Awakening, they didn't have bottles in that game. I could be wrong about that, but I don't think they had bottles in that game. Or fairies. I don't know, correct me on that one if you have to, but I don't remember. I don't remember there ever being fairies in that game. I'm sure this was the first one to do it, which I kind of noticed. I was more surprised. Oh wait, hold on. We've got a Bumble Rock here. I could be talking crap. I could be talking crap, but I think I am right on it. I don't know. You can feel free to correct me on it later. I don't need to watch all of these, but I will probably for the first time. Every time we've hit like a different rock or tree trunk in an area, I'll probably just show you guys the first time and then skip over every other time after. I didn't even try to skip it, so I don't even know if you can, but we're gonna... Oh wait, hold on. I think I'm gonna have to use... Sometimes using analog is not the best option. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to use the fairy here, because if I remember right, I need this water. Yeah, I need this water. Canal hot spring water. Yep, that's the one I'm going to be needing for something in just a little sec. Let's not use it though, because we don't have it for very long. I'm pretty sure there's a timer on it, even though you can't see the timer. In fact, I really should pull out the jar, the gust jar thing. Oh damn it! I'll try and use the D-pad. Probably. Yeah, I need the glass jar for things like this. I don't know what these are supposed to be, but they do hurt, I'm sure, when you roll into them. So there's another bombable wall. Screw it, let's see what's behind this. Screw it, why not? Let's go. Let's go find out what's over here. Probably a kinstone piece or something. Oh, those guys don't look friendly. Oh well, thanks for the tip. I'll keep that in mind, Ezlo. Oh yeah! I remember this now. Yeah, jump into the vortex. If somebody told you to jump into a vortex, would you do it? Probably not. Because I bet that never happens. Anyway, yeah, let's go up here. I'm sure there's another... Oh wait, no. There is, yeah, we can't bomb that. I'm sure that's something that you unlock through the magic of kinstones. But we will be needing our water for this. If we only get over to it... Ah, hold on a sec. We need... Don't we need bracelets? we need bracelets or something. We need to be able to lift that bean when we're small. I'm sure that's what we have to do. Look at the size of him. Tiny little fly. Not so tiny when you're small. We didn't check this area, so we're going to check this one down here. What you got for us? Are you going to sell us something? Tell us you got something. Bombs. You're going to sell us bombs. Okay, you're lucky I needed some. You're lucky I needed some. I really need to stop using the analog for the menu. It's not easy. You can do it. No, where you going? Where you going? In there. Thanks for that. And that. See, I want to be able to say that you need to unlock this via a kinstone, but I'm now thinking, okay, yeah, you can do it just by blasting some rocks. There you go. I guess I did need 10 after all though, because I was kind of running low. And there's a heart piece. That gives us 2. And we've got some more kinstone. Well, we've got at least one more kinstone piece there. And 50 rupees. Lovely. How many can we hold? That's the question. How many can we hold? Just what's the maximum we can hold? Okay, I'm going to try something else here. Something I should have done the first time round. Yeah, that would have been fairly obvious had I have used my noggin. The old noggin. The old brain. Oh, hold on, wait a minute, actually. There is a door over here. Someone we can visit. And I'm guessing that's what we might... Whoa! Okay, no, it's not a person. It's not a person. It's just a minor cave. Try not to fall off now. Rapid. Oh, okay, this is not going to be good. Be careful. Ah, come on, I was right there. Okay, we got a kinstone piece. See, now we're going to start collecting a lot of these things, as I said. Too many. Getting there. We're getting there. That's the main thing. Oh wait, we can lift this. I thought you needed like bracelets or something. Well, that's even better then. That's exactly what we wanted. It's not all bad, I guess. We're gonna need to throw this thing in there. I don't know what the hell happened there, but apparently we fell. And now I just need to make sure that the hot spring water is still hot. So let's throw that over there and watch it grow. Easy. here we are, finally. This is Mount Canal, apparently. Let's find out what's up here. Oh, rocks. Rolling rocks. And that's about it, apparently. I'm not going to be able to climb yet, for some reason. Ah, but this, yeah, okay, this makes sense. We're in the area that, or we're above the platform that we would have been if we were able to climb up at the start. That's where that leads. I think you can climb down or fall down, but you can't climb back up for now. Let's just use our new technique, shall we? No, I don't want to push it. I don't want to push it. And another kinstone piece. They all seem to be blue right now. And you can get doubles. You can get doubles on certain kinstone. Oh, okay, this guy's nasty. And we got 5 bombs. Okay. Yeah, these different jellies will have different attacks. Kind of like the ones in Wind Waker. Different jellies will have different abilities. Ow. Okay. Guess you can't get too close to him. I think I messed this up. I did. I messed up. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Ah, okay. Now it makes sense as to why you get bombs. So you can refill in case you make a mistake, like I just did. Okay, yeah. Why didn't I see that before? Ah, okay, right. Where are we headed now? I guess this way. I can't wait till we start climbing walls. It'd be so much better. Yep, I guess the only way is up the ladder. Shortcut to bottom. Yeah, we don't want that, so we just... Oh. Okay. Maybe we do want to go this way then. As I said, I've got no memory of this place, but it will come back to me, like everything else does. Every time I play a game, I feel like I'm always saying that. Oh, another one of these dudes? These guys are always crawling out the woodwork. And I don't know why I pressed R. I pressed R, apparently, to bring my shield up. This is not Ocarina of Time. Ah, okay. Here we go. Yeah, it's a ring, not a bracelet. This is what's going to give us the ability to climb up. I'm sure he just said that. A grip ring. Apparently, in this universe, you can only hold on to things if you're wearing rings. Rings or bracelets. You can lift things with bracelets. You can't lift them without a bracelet. You can't jump without a feather. Anyway, let's see what's up here. Ah, yeah, we're not going to be able to do this. Yeah, all these glowing tiles that you see, that will become apparent, I think, after this dungeon is done. At least in part. There's nothing we can do about it now. Wait a minute, what? here. I doubt it though. Didn't think so. Ow. Okay. What's behind this wall? Is there anything? Oh yes there is. Okay, what is it? Oh, another heart piece and some face, because we kind of needed that, I suppose. Nothing unfortunately that I think is going to help us advance any further up. Okay, so all we can do is keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best here. Oh wait a minute, I don't think I've been here before. Oh! Yeah, this is not dangerous at all. Yikes! Run, Link! Well, no, you can't really run, but, slide? Move? Climb? I don't know. It's a good thing that the rocks don't smash you to the point where you're like falling away down. That would be really annoying. But we seem to have made it to the top of Mount Canal, so that's something. What's down here though? Oh. Oh yeah, this is like the hermit guy, right? I can't remember what it is he gives us for doing the piece, the Kinstone piece, but we'll find out, maybe. He also has information for us, so, you know, that'll be helpful, I hope. Yeah, we know this. Why do people have a habit of telling you something after you've already discovered it for yourself? Lucky for us, we do have a piece that fits. And as we get further into the game, this will be harder to try and match up pieces. Trust me, it really does. It gets a lot harder. You end up collecting like 40 or 50 of these things. That's probably a bit of an exaggeration, but you collect so many and then find that there might be one or two people that you want to fuse with and you don't have it. You don't have the one you're looking for. It gets a little frustrating after a while. I guess that's why you have to look everywhere, and I mean everywhere. Okay, that's not... going to have to get rid of that, I guess. Let's see. Because, you know, you're going to get more annoying as time goes by if they don't sort you out. I feel like I should probably just use my hands for this, to be honest. I like that view, though. I know it's only a Game Boy Advance game, but I like that view down below. That's kind of cool. Oh! Suddenly, the weather has changed. And so has the music, apparently. In fact, I think if you listen carefully, there's a little bit reminiscent to A Link to the Past during the dream sequence. Not the dream sequence, at the start of the game. When you go to, or you wake up from the dream of Zelda asking to be rescued. I mean, that's a spoiler if you've never played that game, but it's an old game, so I'm sure you would have. But yeah, apparently these raindrops are very effective to people of this size, and that goes without saying. Okay, yeah, we're not going to be able to push any rocks anytime soon, at least at this size. And this is where a little bit of Pokemon comes to mind, I think. Games like Pokemon Red and Blue and Yellow definitely spring to mind. Here, I guess we want to... go this way. I don't know if you can go either way, but this seems like the faster option. Okay. You probably know what I'm talking about when it comes to moving rocks. Of course, you need a Pokemon and strength for it in that universe. But yeah, it's a kind of similar idea. And no, we're still not there yet. We're still not in Mount... not really in Mount Canal. Okay, let's see. I wonder if maybe, yeah, wait a minute, I think this is how you do this. Possibly. Yep, there we go, first time, good, I like that, I like it when a plan comes together. And suddenly the rain has stopped yet again. That makes no sense. No sense whatsoever, but there we go. Ow, thank you. And that apparently doesn't work. When you're holding it, that doesn't work. I don't think I'll ever understand this game. I love the faces that they have on them once you've taken a mask off them. You know, that really shocked face. Aha, I kinda knew I had to do something here. It just looked too suspicious not to. Here we go. Right, so we're now learning. We're getting better at this. Yeah, I'm just going to skip over. Okay, I'm not going to skip over. I feel like we're going to need to jump over. Oh wait, how are we going to do this? Maybe there's a switch underneath the jars. Okay, that does nothing. That does nothing. Really? I thought that was a switch there for a second. It's just a rock. Great. Alright, so what am I supposed to do here then? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I got the hint. You're supposed to throw a bomb. That's what you're supposed to do. Alright. So surely we're very close to getting where we need to go now. There can't be much left to do. There shouldn't be much left to do. Okay. Are we there yet? That's all I want to ask. Are we there yet? The most commonly asked question by everybody who gets bored on a journey. Are we there yet? I'll deal with you while I can. I don't even know if we can go in this way. Apparently we can. Another kinstone piece. I had a feeling that's what it was going to be. And they're not all blue, as you'll have noticed, but so far we seem to be finding all the blue ones. Aha! This is where we want to be. That little weird kind of Aztec, miniature Aztec model there. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, you know, there's a door. That's okay. There's a door. Apparently we're here at the mines. Milari's mines. Look a happy place. We have made it. It took us like almost the full episode, but we've made it. Okay, there's nothing to see here, nothing to see here. I guess we're just going to go all the way down to the bottom. Because I think that's where Milari is. I could be butchering some of these names. But yeah, I think this is it that we need to speak to. This guy here. I might be. Depends who's asking. Alright, so you are, in fact, Milari, right. That is why we're here. Took me all my time to get here, but... Can you help me? Let's see. Yeah, I like how you're saying you love the adventure, but you're not actually doing anything. It's me that's doing all the work. All you're doing is making the sword stronger, I think. Oh, it's yeah, of course it's going to take a while. You think? Sure, why not? I guess you're blocking the doorway to this supposed mine or whatever. Yep. I like how I had to move. I like how I had to move for him to let me through. He can just step to the side, no? Okay, whatever. Anyway, here's another one of these stone thingies. Alright, okay, whatever. I guess this is it. Yeah, this definitely looks like it. It definitely looks like it. Before we go in though, I'm probably going to end things round about here. Because, yeah, why start a dungeon kind of like halfway through an episode? Yeah, okay. Well, it took us all our time to get here. But I'm going to have to leave it there, I'm afraid, guys and girls. It's just the way it is. I'm sorry. But, you know, you will catch it, you will see it on the next episode for sure. If you are going to be joining us next week. I hope you do. I mean, it would mean so much to me and everyone else here on the channel. But if you have liked this episode, please drop us a like, comment in the boxes below, even just to say hi. Let us know if you enjoyed this or you're enjoying Zelda Month. Even to tell us what we could maybe improve on. Maybe cut out all the needless crap that's in this episode. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying it regardless. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. It really would mean so much to us all here. And hit that notification bell. Share the video even. That seems to be one of the new things now, I guess. But yeah, thanks so much for joining us here. I'm so sorry I didn't get that much done, but we'll find out next episode what we can do. And yeah, I will see you guys for the next one. Thanks for watching and stay.